Welcome back. Now, the Namibia University of Science and Technology announced that in March 2025, this year on the 26th, that the Department of Digital Arts and Animation will become a reality. That is to cultivate industry-relevant skills in digital creativity and animation within Namibia. Now, the department will offer short courses and support the Animation Skills Accelerator Program, which aims to address the growing demand for skilled digital professions and to position Namibia talent on a global stage. Joining us with more information on the launch of the department is the head of department, Jordania Anima. This morning she joins us in studio. Good morning, ma'am, and thank you so much for making time to speak to us.
Good morning, Lau. Thank you for having me.
Okay. We understand that you are due to launch this department that is next week. I know in March on the 26th you announced that it is coming a reality.
Yeah.
There's been some work in the process. Talk to us about the launch that we anticipate next week.
Well, the launch basically is just to showcase our flow and to tell people that there is obviously tangible opportunities for digital arts and animation in the classrooms, and we have all these courses that are now in the process. We've got students and they're just showcasing what we've been teaching them so far. Yeah.
Let's talk about the link between, that is, the new digital arts and animation, you know, with regards to this department and the creative and digital sector over the next 5 to 10 years. We know the issue of creative arts is also coming out in terms of government plans. Is there a link, or are we operating in isolation?
No, we're definitely operating within the current government agenda. And we are hoping for the next 5 years to, the change here is to make sure that there's a big rise in the digital creativity in Namibia. And in the next decade, the DAA is, plans obviously can produce skilled professionals in the industry that can compete globally, and also while they're doing that, they're also telling Namibian stories, of course. We hope, again, to inspire a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship, which is some of our pillars in the department, just to make sure that the creative industry is there in terms of competing with the rest of the world. And also, this also gives us a reason for us to tap into in animation and gaming in film or TV and multimedia production.
I like the fact that you're talking about, Namibian stories being, crafted by, that is, Namibian people, actually. So is this linked also to the issue of youth unemployment, especially amongst creatives?
Yeah, so we did a needs assessment in 2003 to see what are the gaps in the industry. And one of the gaps was, of course, script writing for children's television, stories that are written particularly for children's television and for film. And also that there are a lot of artists out there, or designers or creative out there, who don't have the skills, enhanced skills in digital arts, but they do have skills that are taught, obviously, that are learned through their early childhood, but they would like to professionalize those skills. And this showed us that actually it is in demand. And currently, right now, our students, even those that are inspiring to be part of digital arts, want to be part of the program. And in the future, we plan on obviously introducing full programs where then again the students can go through internships, can go through mentorship, and also aftercare. Aftercare enables us to work through their portfolios and see what sort of different pathways are there, not only through design, but not only through gaming, but also script writing, because script writing is really, really big. And it's the first time in Namibia that we're offering script writing for children's television. And I mean, we are really proud of it, because I mean, we've did this needs assessment around Southern Africa, and we thought this would be a great deal for Namibia. And it's actually interesting because, again, the youth right now want something that they can do with their hands, something that they can produce. And although our parents think that these are not real jobs, they are actually real jobs there, and they can see with the launch of the department that these are opportunities that there's kids can get into.
Let's talk about the strategic partnership that strengthened, the Department of Creative Arts and Animation, ability to deliver standards training.
Yeah.
What are the partnerships that we have right now?
At the moment, we have partnership with the Namibia Film Commission, the MultiChoice Namibia, and the National Arts Gallery. And it's very important because these people are already in the industry. They're already shaping the industry. When we got together with this partnership, with these partners, we thought, what is really do we need? Well, do we need internships? Do we need funding? Do we need mentorship? We need all that, right? And they were really upfront with meeting us halfway, giving us scholarship for about 20 students. And these students come across Namibia, and this is very helpful. And we're encouraging other stakeholders there, NAMWATA, MVA Fund, to come on board so that we can tell their stories digitally.
What other kind of resources do you need besides this partnership that you're mentioning, for instance, with MultiChoice Namibian Film Commission, to ensure that, this indeed becomes a reality and promises courses of higher standards in Namibia?
Well, in digital arts, and not only digital arts, but also the media industry, the equipment that we use is very, very expensive. And although it is expensive, it is necessary for our industry. But we do need well-equipped studios. We need modern softwares, and we need technology that is being used today in the industry. So those ones, although they cost money, is what will get us where we need to be. And I think those are important. At the moment, we are focusing, in the department, we're focusing on making sure that that equipment is available for our students. And they've got hubs where they can do editing, where they can do their own personal creative designs in the suites. So when you come for the launch, you'll see what we're talking about in terms of equipment and so on and so forth.
Let's talk about inclusivity. How do you ensure that the marginalized and underrepresented also have a stake in this and have equal access to these courses and opportunities that are being offered?
Well, that's a really good question because it's on our priority list. We want to make sure that everybody has a fair chance, right? And this is why besides professionals who are already in the field, our target audience are marginalized communities, underrepresented groups, and persons with disability. And these, we did a resource mobilization sometime this year, and we continue to do so that we can offer scholarships and internships for these groups, and not only these groups, but anybody else who needs the funding. But also, we're doing outreach in schools outside the city so that we can bring in talent that is from different backgrounds that's not tapped into. And this will create a very good support environment for these groups, because then they are able to thrive in an environment where they are welcome, where they are supported, and so on and so forth.
So we begin to wrap up our conversation this morning. We know talked about the stakeholders have a role to play. You're looking for partners to do that. Let's talk about the feedback that the creative industry can possibly play towards the curriculum development and to ensure that you catch up with the evolving technology. Is there room for feedback within to shaping or bettering this program as we go on?
Yes, actually, we value stakeholders who want to be our supporters, who want to be our partners. So we invite them all to come through. We also want them to participate in curriculum development, because that will help us, say, keep update with what is going on in the industry. The other thing we want them to do is obviously through internships, but also through workshops. We need to do continuous workshop and continuous discussions with them to see what is out there. Obviously, these workshops and also working on projects with them will give us real feedback on what works and what needs to be updated in the curriculum.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Namibians will also be interested in the issue of what your department will be doing to ensure that you're preserving and enhancing the Namibian cultural heritage while also engaging in digital platforms and audience, and still maintaining those Namibian core values and telling the Namibian story.
Yeah.
Is that something that's also going to be on your priority list?
Yeah. So our goal is to make sure that we tell Namibian stories that are relevant. That are suitable for the market out there. So students will be creating products we'll be working on projects that include, let's say, cultural tradition and local arts. And these projects, of course, will be obviously also sustainable to the world. Will also be able to be on the global market. So by doing this, we are preserving our tradition. We're also showcasing Namibian culture. That's not only something that we respect, but also the world can learn from.
Now, finally, briefly, launch dates. When is the launch date?
The launch date is on the 17th of September. That's a Wednesday next week, and it's starting from 9 to 12. It's both to be both online and also in person. So we welcome anybody who wants to join us in person, also online. So we have the official opening, the official ceremony, the HTTPS, and then the floor, the opening of the DA floor, the Science and Tech Building, second floor.
You said 9 o'clock on the 17th.
Yeah.
Well, Jordania and Dima, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us this morning.
Thank you.
Okay.